So I wanted to record just a few thoughts on the comeback, Sinless. I think that Bloody Paradise is like really fun. It's really danceable. Just like high energy, and probably like a really good song to see performed and dance to and like sing along to and stuff. But I think the real like hit is That For You. I think it's just because like we haven't had like that ballad in a while, and like something that's kind of romantic. We haven't had that in a while. Not since Romance Untold, which is my favorite album. I could say that it's still my favorite album, Romance Untold. But I think that because this ballad is different in the sense that it utilizes Mickey crooning, like he's stretching out bad like 3 or 4 times towards the end of the song, which is really surprising because he has such a deep voice, and I like his voice. I like deep voices, but I think that's like the real Bad For You. I think like another thing is that Bad For You probably wouldn't be like danceable because it's kind of romantic, and it's almost like meant as somebody sending out a love message, or it's like dialogue between like a couple. So it's probably not like a danceable thing, but it's in the vein of like royalty and Moonstruck and stuff like that, where like they could just stand on stage and have like background being really pretty, and they can kind of express their emotions through that.
We did like show choir. I did the whole. I love show choir.
I think that it's like a really great comeback. Like I'm glad they are having so much success. Like what, 1.5 million downloads or something, and it's not even 24 hours. So that's like what I would say is a success. And I know they had to kind of put out like an album really fast, not really to raise Heesung, but more like to cement that they're in hyping, that they're the remaining members, and as Jay said, in hyping is in hyping. And I think that that's really important to kind of just let the fans know that life goes on, and nobody died, and they could still have hits after these songs. I think that's like really an important point to stress. But I like the other songs too, kind of like it's still kind of like a comic book. I don't know, I feel like it's kind of like a comic book format, where they'll have like narration of what's going on in the background, and then the songs kind of add a layer to the story. I like that. kind of format because I feel like that draws in like a different audience too, like maybe people who may not be into like I don't know what kind of music, like I guess like pop, I don't know, like modern pop, that maybe they'll be interested in like the storytelling portion or kind of like the novelty of presenting the album like an audio format of a comic book or something. I don't know, like I think that's the best way I could describe it. So I think it's like a really great comeback. I think it's really strong. I did tally up the amount of time that each of the members were on air, I guess. And Jay is the one that has the least airtime. Jake for sure has the most airtime, by like a difference of like 50 seconds from Jay. So that's like kind of like a big gap. But I think that what's my train of thought? But I think that Jay in a lot of the tracks provided like background vocals, like the the structural harmony behind like a lot of songs. So I didn't really take into account that because I'm not sure if that's his voice, because like there are like other voices that provide background sound, but I mean like they could just be like studio background singers and stuff like that. So I don't know for sure if that's Jay. I think it sounds like Jay singing some background harmony, but I'm not sure. So I didn't take those times into account and add it for Jay, but clearly Jay has like the least amount of airtime. Jake has the most, and with that I have an opinion on it because I think that some of the parts that Jake had, his voice wasn't able to go high enough, and he sounded kind of strained, like almost tone deaf, and I could hear it. Like I don't have perfect pitch or anything like that. Like I'm not like he's having perfect pitch, but it's noticeable. So I think that they should have given some of the parts that Jake had to Jay, because Jay could reach those notes. He could reach like really high. But maybe, I mean, I don't know why they decided what they did. I'm just speaking from hearing the album. Yeah, like that's like basically it. I know I said like it would be like a short video and I would just spit out like some of my initial impressions and stuff like that, but I feel like like some of those things are the important highlights behind like what my reaction is to Comeback. Thank you.